All right. Welcome to episode 4 of the A&R Podcast. I am your host, Big Glacier,
Glacier.
Omar. Nice to meet you. How are you today? Right here, I got my co-host Devin.
Formal greetings.
Yep, I got my co-host Devin with
my
me.
My name is Ronald Huncho, a.k.a. Ronnie LaVooch. Bull Still Trash. Follow us on, Twitter, Instagram, all that. Follow the podcast on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Am I leaving anything out? Apple Music coming soon.
Spotify.
Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
Yep. Follow us
YouTube.
everywhere.
If you're on YouTube, subscribe, hit that notification.
If you're on YouTube, hit that notification bell to make sure you know
like
we upload.
the video,
and
comment.
Also, the links to everything is in the description. So if you want to find our Spotify or SoundCloud or our Twitter or Instagram, everything you need is in the description right down below. So make sure you go down there and check us out. All right,
yes, sir.
Exactly. So this week we got a lot to get into. We got less anime shit to get into this week, but we got a lot of other stuff, a lot of general stuff. I think we want to start with TDE because they've been teasing stuff.
Well, yeah, they trolled today with that post, just kind of saying that somebody from TDE will be dropping on the 7th, which is next Friday. They didn't say who. They just said TDE is back. And so me and you are already talking about this. I just kind of want to talk about who do you think it's going to be? What do we expect? TDE is such like an enigma within music.
And they do shit at their own, how do I want to say?
Pace?
Yeah. They do things their own way, right? So even though they don't play necessarily like the regular like industry game, they still have their own way of doing stuff. You know what I mean?
There's a
they
TDE
follow a schedule. Right.
I damn near think they kind of do shit more like old school than a lot of people nowadays. I feel like the album rollout isn't as much of a thing nowadays, but like TDE, every time they're dropping a project, it's a rollout.
Right.
There's interviews, there's singles, there's videos.
Yeah. But they do a good job at the same time of building TDE has this thing going on where they do the whole cryptic thing and then it's like a surprise. I feel like that's a lot of what they brand is now. But with that being said, who's dropping? I think I said my guess was SZA because she's the only person so far that's dropped singles. And by the way, I know you don't listen to R&B like that, but those singles are phenomenal.
I've heard Good Days, obviously.
Those singles are phenomenal. Hit Different and Good Days are out of this fucking world. So if that's what's on the album, SZA gonna go back-to-back classics. I don't know if you think Control is a classic, because like I said, you don't listen to R&B like that, but Control is a classic to me.
Basically, everyone who has listened to that album says it's a classic, and I've listened to it enough to know that it's good. So yeah, it's a classic.
All right. But so if she come in like that, if she come in like Good Days, Hit Different, the whole album. She was
trying to get Frank on Good Days, and that would be kind of nuts. I think that's a good, kind of a safe pick just because, like you said, she has some singles out. I feel like if it was SZA, though, they would hype that it was SZA. I feel like them doing this whole TDE is back and not saying who it is to, draw everybody in, and I feel like it's going to be a small artist. I feel like it's either going to be Absol or Lance. I feel like damn near seeing that post today that Lance hasn't dropped, the second longest besides for Isaiah. It's damn near going to be Lance.
That's what I'm saying.
And
I was just about to
say,
they
would have gotten everybody. They would have gotten everybody. People would be hyped for Zay. I'm saying if it's Lance, that would have been the most master marketing because, let's be honest, nobody cares like that for this Lance drop.
Well,
everybody's intrigued because they're trying to think it's Kendrick, Q, or SZA, which are the big three pretty much at TDE at this point.
And honestly, I'd be
happy with Absol drop.
Now, who I think is going to drop is different from my order or who I want to drop. Now, obviously. I want Kendrick to drop the most. And after that is Q, SZA. Honestly, those two are interchangeable to me because SZA is, lit to me.
I really like Isaiah, so Isaiah's up there for me too.
See, Isaiah is still under J-Rock on my shit. Isaiah under Soul on my shit.
Isaiah's above both of them for me personally. The thing is Absol hasn't given us a, really, really good album since Control System, and that's been a while now. That's been damn near a decade now, low key.
I guess. A lot of people would say Do What Thou Wilt was pretty good.
It was pretty good. No one's calling that a classic.
Yeah, I don't run back to that much. Not to say it wasn't good. Absol is obviously talented.
The Law, the song with Mac, is the song I run back the most, to be honest.
Yeah, Absol is obviously talented and can rap, but he's
being able to rap doesn't always translate to making good music. I feel like that's a point that I have to emphasize a lot.
Yeah.
I would be hyped for Isaiah, though. I'd be happy for J-Rock either, too, to be honest.
You say you wouldn't or would?
I would, yeah.
Yeah, because
I'd be hyped for pretty much anyone but Sir Lance Skywalker.
Nah, I damn near will be hyped for Sir because I like Sir last album too. I haven't really been that much up on Skywalker.
He only dropped that one, like, I have heard his one tape because he dropped one tape one time.
I didn't hear that one tape, but I heard one or two of his songs. They was pretty good. I mean, TDE not gonna sign some trash boys minus Reason, but
the first time that I listened to it, I thought it was really good, and every time I listened to it after that, it was just kind of mid. But
yeah,
I mean, it's TDE. Regardless who it is, even if it is Lance, I'll still be happy because it means TDE is back. Like, you know, when TDE makes a comeback like this, it's not gonna be one artist dropping. Like, and what's cool about this is everyone but Reason hasn't dropped in a long ass time. So it's like anybody but Reason pretty much could have an album like ready right now. Yeah. You know what I was thinking about too? Do you remember like a year and a half, 2 years ago, like right after they did the Dreamville shit, like everybody was saying TDE, and then they did some shit where like they had all of them together like outside studio, and they were like TDE,
the
like,
rules,
yeah, or some shit like that. And they posted it. What if then they was on some shit like that?
That might be lit.
That would be damn near lit. I low-key have forgotten about that, and I was thinking about, I was like, what if it's like a single and it's not necessarily from anyone's album, but it's like more than one, like 2 or 3 TDE artists? That would be hard too.
Like a Vice City type thing.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily Black Hippie, but
yeah, but like a I don't want to say a compilation, but like a halfway
like
posse
what if
cut
it's
type
like
thing.
like what if it is like a soul single, but it's got like J Rock and like Q on it?
That'd be lit. That'd be lit.
I'll be with it too, man. Black Hippie, like when we was growing up,
I need a Q and SZA single, definitely.
That would be hard too. I can't believe that there hasn't been a Q and SZA like song like that. Like a Q verses with a SZA hook would go nuts.
Yeah,
because you know Q got at least like one song on every album that's like the R&B like type song.
Yeah. Q could definitely get that off, and SZA is hot right now, so I feel like that'll work right in hand.
It would be good for both of them for sure. Yeah. It would be better than the lead single to Crash Talk for sure.
I mean, I was talking to somebody.
Chopsticks wasn't the lead single.
Yeah,
that's
it was.
my bad.
No,
Num Num Juice
was. But Crash Talk was second, or
Chopsticks.
But I mean, I still don't think Chopsticks is that bad. Nor do I think Crash Talk is bad. I think Crash Talk is actually pretty damn good.
Crash Talk is not. I wouldn't say it's really good, but it is good. Chopsticks damn near is like the worst Q song of all time.
What are you?
Worst Q single for sure. There's not a worst Q single.
I mean, I guess, but if are we really ranking Q singles?
That Travis hook was like. I remember when I heard that, I was like, damn, like, Travis used to kill features. Like, what is this?
Travis ain't killed the feature. I mean, he put out Diamonds Dancing.
I thought he kind of went off on that, low key.
Yeah, he did, but...
That was the best Travis verse I heard in a minute, though.
Yeah. He got off on another Thug project, which was So Much Fun Deluxe, which was... what song was that?
How About the Jet?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
he
song
smoked that, too. Yeah, he smoked
and the Hot remix.
No.
I thought his verse on that was good, too.
It was okay. He didn't go crazy though.
He kind of went nuts on that song with Keed. I thought the Wavy remix.
I don't like Keed that much, so I'm not really.
You don't even know that song, do you?
I do know that song, but it's just like he don't really do it for me. He just don't. It's just some people that don't really do it for me, and I feel like Keed is one of those people, unfortunately, because I mean I like
just
Thug.
Another Thug like baby.
Yeah, and I was talking about Thug babies today with some people, and they were saying a bunch of wild shit, but we gonna leave that off camera.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm not really a Key fan, but which is crazy because I like the Thug sound. Like I'm a Thug fan, I'm a Gunna fan, but Key don't really, he's not really like up there for me. For some reason.
Even if I think we both obviously agree, Kendrick is not going to be the one on May 7th.
I can't say that for sure. He might be. I mean, obviously there's a chance. We've been talking about Kendrick dropping for months now. In people have been hinting at him dropping for months, saying that Kendrick is getting loaded up. He's ready.
Him and Keem, when they did that interview, they both said that both of their albums were ready before the pandemic and that they were going to drop last summer. So,
and Keem is also loading up too.
Yeah.
So it might be.
He's supposed to be dropping that song with Travis, but he's not technically on TDE, so I don't think TDE would say we're coming back and drop a Baby Keem song.
No, but I'm saying that he might be on this. He might be
on the rollout soon. Yeah,
he might be on the same.
He dropped
schedule as Kendrick is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I think they're trying to intentionally do that because I think if there's a tour that it's going to be like Keem and Kendrick.
That's what I'm saying. So he might be, and plus he. I mean, that's his cousin. Obviously, he be with him on the PG Lang shit, so it makes sense for them to be kind of on the same schedule.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So. I don't know. Maybe it could be if it was Kendrick, that would break the internet damn near.
Yeah. And what's
even
really crazy
if it's a
is,
Kendrick anything, like
bro,
if
listen
it's
to
a
this,
single with anyone else and Kendrick's on it, people will still freak out.
The crazy thing is, I've been seeing a lot of Kendrick slander on Twitter. Niggas talking about they don't want to hear that and da da da. But I mean, when Kendrick drop, I'm expecting at least 800K.
The internet is gonna break.
I'm expecting at least 800K.
I literally remember getting the notification for Humble and pressing on it, and like YouTube being like disabled. Like,
oh God.
So let's not act like. How much is Kendrick doing this next album? Matter of fact,
I just said 800K. He's doing at least 800 because what did Damn do? 725, 625.
Yeah, like 600. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this is gonna do like 8. Yeah.
It's crazy to look back and think like To Pimp a Butterfly did like 4 something. Like,
oh my God.
I can't even remember the last album that did 4 something in rap like in the last couple years.
4 something.
Damn near like Astro World was the last album.
Astro did like
5. Yeah.
Astro did like 570 though.
Yeah, but I'm saying like since then, I don't think any rap albums have been over 400 low key. Because the only thing Drake dropped was
Uzi did like 315, so I don't really count.
The only thing that Drake dropped was that Dark Lane Demos. I only did like 280 or something like that,
which is crazy. But yeah, I mean, 280 on the leak tape is nuts.
Literally, yeah.
Whatever.
No one else is doing that, but let's not hop on Drake, especially when we're talking about Kendrick.
Yeah, but I mean, another reason why I think Kendrick is gonna drop is because I think Drake is coming soon. Pause.
Mm-hmm. Who do you think out of TDE, like we said, pretty much everyone but Reason is about to drop. You know, what do you think is going to be the order of like best projects after all of them drop? If all of them drop.
As everybody, as in who?
Everyone but Reason, pretty much.
So SZA, Kendrick, Q, Soul, and Rock?
And Isaiah and Sir.
There's no way all of them drop this year.
Well, obviously not this year. I'm saying maybe TDE is going to like just roll out all of those back to back to back.
Are you saying like at the end of that cycle or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously Kendrick.
I
want to say Kendrick, SZA, Q, Rock.
Yeah. See.
Soul, Zay. This because I'm not a big Zay fan, so I don't know. But
like,
I would listen to it if it come out.
In high school, you wouldn't even like. You had never really even like listen to Isaiah stuff. And I remember every time I would play anything, you'd be like, "That's mild for real."
I mean, yeah, because the shit you showed me, like Meal Ticket, cool. I listened to the Sun's Tirade. It was cool. He got smoked by Kendrick on like 2-3 songs.
That song, that album is not nearly as good as his first album. Not even close.
Like I said, I'm not opposed to listening to it now. If his shit came out and y'all said it was cool, if his shit came out and y'all said it was cool, I will listen to it. But I'm not like running to the Zay project, not even the TDE.
I think his next project's gonna be really good because he almost got dropped by TDE a couple years ago because they said his addiction was so bad. So I feel like he's been gone since 2016. Like he had all that happen. I feel like when he comes back, he's gonna have a lot to say for real. So.
Yeah, he was going through shit. So I mean, maybe that might translate. Even though this is like it might be kind of insensitive, but maybe it'll translate into his music, and he might put out some super heartfelt one in a lifetime shit.
Same thing like Soul and Q haven't put out projects. Q put Crash Talk out after Mac died, but he said it was the last album he played for Mac, so he hasn't put out anything he's made after Mac. And obviously they were all super close, so maybe something like that could come across in something new too.
I mean, whatever Q drop is gonna be hard to me. That's how I
think. Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I was listening to what's the last song Crash Talk? Attention, and I was like, damn, like I miss Q for real. Like,
bro, Q.
That's the thing is TDE is so good that like people get lost in the mix. I feel like
Q can rap better than 90% of rappers.
Yeah,
90%. I feel like I can say that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a fair assessment. And honestly, so can Rock and so can Soul.
Yeah. If everyone in TDE is at their peak, TDE is like dominating all year-end lists. You know what I mean? Like
in terms of what? In terms of
like
what?
If Q drops one of his best albums, if SZA drops an album as good as Control, like if Kendrick drops one of his best albums, all those are top 5, top 10 for the year. J-Rock, Ab-Soul, like Isaiah, if they all like drop their best album, like that's what I'm saying. Like, is TDE has so much talent for real. Like, I feel like they can dominate just off sheer talent, and it's just so crazy. Like when we was growing up, like TDE wasn't big for real. Like people weren't waiting for TDE drops the way they are now.
You dead line.
People in our school didn't know who TDE was.
People in our school wasn't really hip hop heads like that. No. But I'm saying outside of TDE, been lit for a minute, bro.
But I don't know. When we was growing up, like
it was
like
hard.
I said,
It was hard to come across a TDE sweater. Like you just couldn't go get that. Like
yeah.
you had to be there like at like a concert and like cop the merch. Like
I feel like TDE was
that's
more
some
like
shit you just order. You know.
Yeah. I remember just thinking, like, being so invested in them, like, feeling like they were all the best, and really thinking we were going to get a Kendrick Cole album, really thinking we were going to get a Black Hippie album.
Yeah.
Like,
especially after that Black Friday
got
shit.
me.
You remember
Yeah.
that? Like,
yeah.
when he did when they switched beats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then Kendrick smoked Cole, and they showed everybody why.
And then, like, Kendrick's sister, like, said the album was coming out the next month, and everybody,
I think
TDE has gotten us more than once. That's why I think there's no way that this is going to be one of their biggest artists dropping.
If I was Kendrick, I'd be doing funny shit. Like, I would have made my sister, like, put that out just to fuck with fans. You know?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because they definitely bit.
Yeah.
They was like, oh, my God, his sister, like. Yeah. Bro.
Everyone believed it.
That shit was kind of. Life is crazy. Anyway. I think we can edit this part out. Let me see.
Go to the Joey movie.
Is there anything else that I want to talk about discussing TDE? Let's get this out of my fucking face. I think that's about it.
I'll say one thing real quick.
What?
You might hop on my head for this. I did re-listen to Damn for the first time in a while, and it's better than I remember.
Yeah, I know it is. Goofy.
I still don't think it's one of Kendrick's best albums. I still don't think that it's one of the best albums of the last decade. Like, but it's a good album.
Oh my God. What came out in 20? Okay, I'm not going to ask that. But that'll be a long ass conversation. Yeah. But like, that album is, I don't want to say flawless top to bottom.
I feel like
but
the
it's
deep
pretty.
cuts
it's
are
pretty.
actually like the songs that like grew on me. Like when I went back and listened to like Fear, I was like, damn, like I forgot about this shit. Like this shit is hard.
Bro,
for real.
Yeah, bro. He got a lot of hitters on there. I still don't know how you don't like Element. How you don't like God.
No, I've always liked
Element.
Like Element and God have always been like my two favorite songs. So now you're just pulling shit out your ass.
Nah.
I never liked Love. I still think Love is shitty for real. Love and Loyalty are both not that good.
You got your mind. Yeah,
those are the two that I don't really like. But
those are two of the best songs on there, though.
No chance. We're not getting into this, but there's no way that Loyalty and Love are not in the bottom 5 on that album. But
literally the entire. Okay, so if we took everybody who's ever listened to Damn and put them in a room and asked them to rank their songs, literally like 4 people would agree with you.
No, that's cap.
Like 4.
That's
I'm
cap.
dead ass.
Love
Loyalty and Love. Those are probably 2 of the most
successful, but that
no. I'm talking about successful. Those are 2 of the most, I want to say, like, beloved songs off of that project. Like, what are you talking about?
No, they're just the 2 of the biggest. That's
Love is not a big record. Love is not big.
You were just talking about. They just put out some shit of Kendrick's biggest songs ever, and Love was like number 3 in terms of streams. Yes, sir, bro.
When
Love has always been big. Since literally the day it dropped.
I don't think Love is bigger than Loyalty. With that being said,
I'm pretty sure in terms of streams, it's bigger than it.
And even if that's the case, that should show you how less people would agree with you.
Just because the songs are big don't mean they're good.
Bruh, you just said that that's Kendrick's 3rd biggest song, but then you sat there and also told me that most people will put it in their bottom 5.
I didn't say most people. I said I would.
That mean you
said 4 people would agree with me, and that's cap.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like Loyalty.
Who's a lot of people?
If you get on Twitter,
everybody I know likes Loyalty.
People roasting shit on Twitter. People always roast Loyalty on Twitter because that is legit one of Kendrick's probably worst like songs. It really is. Just because it's catchy doesn't mean it's good, bro. I'm just being honest. Like, come on. Just because it got a Rihanna feature don't mean it's good, bro. Like, come on.
I'm not saying it's good.
It's not a bad song, but
I'm not saying it's good
in terms of Kendrick's songs, it's not one of Kendrick's better songs.
It definitely is.
No.
It definitely is.
Chance.
And I'm not saying it's good because it got the Rihanna feature, but having a Rihanna feature does help. Yeah. If a song has a Rihanna feature, there's a pretty good chance, that song is going to be good.
Yeah.
Right. A song with a Rihanna feature versus a song without a Rihanna feature. You put Rihanna on a song and the chances of that song being good go up exponentially. True.
Yes. I'm not saying it's a bad song. I'm saying in terms of Kendrick songs, it's not one of his better songs, and it's definitely one of the worst songs on Damn, for sure.
No, because If we thinking about songs on Damn, there's no way you putting XXX over that. Or
yes, XXX is for sure over that.
Okay, I'm done
Are
talking.
you kidding me?
I'm done talking
Have
about
you
Damn.
ever
I'm done talking about
listened to
Damn.
the verses on that
I'm done
song?
talking about Damn.
Like, come on.
I'm done talking about Damn because
Yeah.
you wild. I'm done
No.
talking about Damn.
Yeah,
No, we can move on to Joey Badass because you tweaking. This is some shit we can say for another time. You tweaking. Anyway, Joey Badass, this weak ass.
Good lord. I guess anything can win an Oscar nowadays. That's the main thing I learned from this movie. Basically, the short film category, if you have any clout and you make a short film, you're winning that.
They giving Oscars out. They literally handing them out.
The thing is there wasn't that many movies last year and shit, but like, I still find it hard to believe that was the best short film to come out all of last year.
Literally, if
I
this
find that
is
really difficult to
if
believe.
this is what's winning an Oscar, me and you could throw some shit together and win an Oscar. I swear on God we could. I swear we could.
The A&R Podcast,
bruh,
wins an Oscar.
A&R Podcast short film, that shit is gonna win a fucking Oscar. Yes, it will. Bruh.
I mean, oh man,
so
this movie was just a mess, bro.
Okay, hold on. Let me get my shit off. This movie is called Two Distant Strangers, right? So the premise of the movie is Joey Badass's character, his name is
Derek. Or wait, no.
Phil. His name is Phil.
Phil, wow.
Yes.
Good God.
Joey Badass's character named Phil is asleep. He wakes up in his girl's bed. Apparently, they slept together last night, right? Mm-hmm. They wake up. They're having some horrible dialogue.
Terrible dialogue.
Cheesy,
corny ass, just terrible.
Not even
dialogue.
like acting is horrible.
Doesn't feel like real people at all.
Yeah,
like,
not at all. So we get through this tired bullshit ass dialogue. He goes outside, light up a cigarette. He drops something out of his book bag, and then he bumps into some guy with some coffee in his hand. And then a cop comes. He's like, "Hey, what's going on here, guys?" And he's like, "Oh, nothing." He was like, "You smoking a cigarette?" And Joey said, "Yeah." The cop says, "It doesn't smell like a cigarette." Okay. Like, you have to see where this is going. Like, shit like this is like, okay. I feel like there's so many layers to this movie that I want to unpack. Like, number one, just aside from the premise being bad. So, the premise of the movie is he wakes up, gets killed by a policeman, and relives that day over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
Right?
Like Groundhog Day, but with
right
police brutality.
But
good God.
Here's the big twist. He dies at the end too.
Wait.
Nothing he does prevents him from being killed by this police officer.
Well, yeah.
So what the fuck is the point of this short movie?
I thought you were going to say the big twist was that the cop was also living through it every single day.
Bruh.
I thought that was supposed to be the big twist, damn near.
Who gives a fuck?
The thing with this movie is it's like the messages are supposed to be serious, but like there's shit like before the first scene of brutality, there's a 2-minute basically, what is it, Kubo ad?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Like, how are we supposed to take like this scene
another
of brutality serious
Verbo.
after we just got an ad?
This
like,
is the thing.
A 30-minute movie and there's a 2-minute ad to damn near start the movie off. Like,
bruh. The movie starts off with a Calvin Klein ad.
Yeah.
And then we move into a Furbo ad, which is an ad for a device that you can watch your dog at home from.
And like feed them and shit like when you're not there.
What the fuck is... Oh, fuck! Is that a bee?
I don't know what the fuck that is. That shit is big as shit though. Fuck no.
Oh my God.
So if that bitch pop up again, I'm gonna be... This point, I'm
hey, yo.
smack that bitch dead.
Oh my God.
I can't believe that just happened, bro.
You gonna get stung in the back of your neck mid-pod.
Hey, bro, you gotta look out for me, bro. I can't see shit.
Oh my God. All right, hold on. Let's take a second to regather.
First, I thought it was a cicada, and I was like,
yeah.
Oh well, like that shit ain't fun to do shit. That was a big ass wasp or some shit.
Okay. Oh, his name is Carter.
Carter. I was thinking Phil sounded a little sus.
I swear his name was Phil.
Why would his name be Phil though?
Oh my God. So on IMDb,
what's it got?
The plot keywords are time loop, racist cop, dog, police brutality in black man.
Wow. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. Was like, I feel like for this message to be effective, because like the message in the end was just kind of like that, like when you're black in America, you have to live through this every day, and that like cops in America like have the idea, like the intent of like doing shit like that every day. That was the point. I feel like that would be more effective if they didn't like make them both like so like they like, I don't know, made them more extreme. Like, why did Joey just have like a roll of cash? Yeah, like that was some shit like they did just to make him seem sus to the cop. Yeah, and like why did the cop like? It's supposed to be in New York City. The cop talking about in the cop car. He's driving Joey in the back. They're having a discussion, right? The cop talking about, yeah, I've never talked to one of you for this long.
Hey, I really start getting weak when he said,
bro. But they live in New York City. There is no way that you grew up, dude, it's like at least 50 years in New York City and you've never had one conversation with a black person. There's no way. There is no way. They didn't even try to make that shit realistic. We're not in Kansas. Like, New York City is literally like the most diverse city in the country. Like,
this is the thing, bro. So the way the movie started off, I want to make it clear that I didn't want to watch this movie. I really did not want to watch this movie because, and you got to let me get my shit off on this, right? I didn't want to watch this movie because I'm tired of seeing like black trauma in movies. Like, I'm tired of seeing like slave movies and police brutality movies. Like, I'm over it. I'm done. Like,
it's almost like feeding off the moment.
Yeah. It's not even about feeding off the moment. It's like I don't want to see that because I'm in it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to like. That shit is happening, like, really. Like, I don't need to see it in media to understand what's going on. It's happening in the real world. So I don't want it. Like, this shit is happening in the real world, and then I get on Netflix and see this. It's like, okay, like, where can I escape this from? You know what I mean? That's why I'm into like sci-fi and anime and shit, because motherfuckers don't want to hear about how you can step at the house and get shot every couple minutes. Like, nigga, can I just be a regular superhero? You know? Yeah. So I'm damn. Yeah. You know? So I didn't want to watch this shit, but you know. This taught me a good lesson. Trust my gut, because this movie was fucking dog shit.
I get that perspective. I think they try to make shit like this more for like the people who don't understand that like that's the shit that like people have to go through every day.
Bro, if you don't understand that shit in 2021, bro, what can I tell you?
But like the thing is that this movie didn't do a good job of anything. Exactly. Like I feel like if
nothing about this movie was done well. Not the way it was shot, not the plot, not the dialogue, not the premise, not the acting. Nothing about this movie is good.
The thing is like I feel like if I was like a racist white person and I watched this shit, like I don't think my opinion would be changed.
Literally.
Like, I hate cops, and it's not even about, and I watched this, and my opinion didn't change. Like,
bruh, they didn't even try to.
How can you make a socially conscious movie where, like, it doesn't change any opinions? This was not a
socially conscious movie, because if it was, they wouldn't have made this shit. This movie was not socially conscious, and let me tell you why. They didn't even try to make the cop likable. No. Had it been a thing where they try to like humanize the cop and try to like give him a back of like, you know,
that would have been even more corny.
Exactly, and I agree. But at least that would have been something. In this movie, they was just like, yeah, this cop is just a murder machine, and he's here to kill you. So that's it.
I thought it was so dumb that they had them have like a whole conversation and act like they made progress, like just to have him like kill him again, and then reveal that the whole time he knew that he was killing him every day.
This movie is not good at all. The dialogue is bad. The acting is bad. The lines are horrible. At one point, he was talking to the girl that, you know, house he was over, because, you know, in the beginning of the movie, he starts every day.
Her dialogue might have been the worst in the whole movie.
He says, yeah, what do you do when somebody wants to kill you every day? She says, yeah, I just get a gun. He was like, okay. And he was like, wait, you have a gun? Oh my God. Bro, I can't make this up. I swear. This is the most cliched line you could possibly think of, and I'm not making this up. Yeah. She say, boy, I'm a black woman in America. Of course I got a gun. Like, okay, bro. Like,
what did she say after that? She said more dumb shit after that. They really come up
with nothing better than that? Are you serious?
What did she say after that? It was more dumb shit after that.
She was like, they tried to make her say the N-word and make her seem like an authentic black woman, but it was fucking corny.
Yeah, this whole movie was just
this is not a good movie at all.
I think part of what they were trying to do was like it was a different scenes and situations and where he got killed that I think were supposed to be representative of like certain brutality incidents, but the way that it was done was so cheesy that it wasn't like they were like representing that. They were like almost like, I don't know, not Literally,
the way I see it, I feel like they was glorifying. This is just an excuse for them to show niggas dying over and over and over again, because that's exactly what this movie was. It was literally just a Joey Badass dying compilation.
Yeah. Can we look up? I want to know if
serious.
it's true. That shit I saw about KD and fucking Mike
no way
Conley.
that's true.
Will you look it up real quick? Because I low key think it is. I really low key think it is. And I'm just saying that because one thing that I was happy about, the
Sean
only thing
Combs
was that I was hoping that it wouldn't lessen my opinion of Joey Badass. And
oh my god,
I don't dislike him anymore. But if KD and Mike Conley like funded this shit, like read this script, heard this premise, and were like, yeah, we need to fund this shit, I guess they're smart because they won an Oscar.
Okay,
but
so yeah, apparently they were executive producers.
yeah,
all right, so Kevin Durant and Mike Conley
see, we getting NBA in this video too.
They were
unintentionally.
Yeah, they were executive producers of this movie, this bullshit ass movie, and apparently, so was P Diddy, and so was Jesse Williams, who's also a goofy. But
my thing is like with that budget and this many people,
how did
they only get it to 30 minutes? Number one,
why was this 30 minutes? It should have been 2 minutes.
My thing is like they obviously had this big of a budget. Why did they not just make a longer movie, like with a more effective message, like a better movie? When are we going to start having to question all Netflix content? Like
facts. Netflix
it's getting to the point where it's
I'm on your head for putting this bullshit out.
When Netflix first like came out, like they was coming out with shit like Stranger Things, like originals that were like good. Now it's like all these originals is corny. Like they're offending somebody for being so shitty. Like every single one, it's like,
bruh, this is my thing.
Netflix is really going like downhill.
Why
with shit
make
like
this movie?
But they won an Oscar. That's what I'm saying. It's like they're being rewarded for making this shit is the thing.
Why make this movie? I want to talk to the person who had this idea for this movie, and I want to ask them why they thought it was a good idea to make it. Why?
I feel like they think
why make this movie?
They think they're like sharing a message effectively. Obviously they do, or if they wouldn't have made that movie,
bruh. So the whole kicker of the movie is supposed to be, so at the end they show a bunch of names like Alden Sterling and Philando Castile and blah blah blah, and they say Philando Castile was just driving home from dinner, and blah 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 was just doing this, and blah 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 was just doing this. Tamir Rice was just at the park. So they trying to show those names. This is what I'm assuming. They showing those names and showing how these people are just doing mundane things and still ended up dying, right?
Well, yeah.
And I'm assuming the premise of the movie is them supposed to be showing like how, because
you can die for anything,
right?
Much. Yeah.
But the thing is, the way they showed it in the movie was so exaggerated, like I don't know, it was just weird.
So like I got a good example.
It was just exaggerated and like forced. It was real forced.
Well, so yeah, like you said, like I think part of the message of the movie was supposed to be that like being black in America is like you can get shot by the cops, killed by the cops for anything. So like one of the situations was like they were looking for apartment 6, and like one of the times he dies, he tells the girl, he's like, she lives in apartment 9, but it does a shit where it's falling over so it looks like a 6. He's like, you got to get this fixed. And then later they come in, they kill Joey, and then the cops ask the girl like, is this apartment 6? And she's like, no, it's 9.
Oh
like
my God. Like
I understand what like they're trying to say, but that's just I feel like not an effective way of showing it. It's too cheesy. It's too
and outside of that, the way they did it was just showing like overt violence. Like they didn't really like they didn't make it believable. So like, but the police barged into her house, and then Joey was just standing in the kitchen, and they just like shot him 10 times, and they showed him getting shot. Like,
or what about the cop laying on the ground going "fuck her"?
Right,
like
there's
literally
so many
shooting
scenes,
him. Like,
there's so many scenes in this like movie of people not people, but Joey literally just being gunned down. I'm serious. There's so many scenes of that. Just that, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Even his mom was like, "Yeah, I can't watch this. Like, this is weird." Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be good. Only reason we decided to watch it was because it was 32 minutes. If that shit would have been an hour, yeah, that's true. It won an Oscar, which it's like
I was happy for Joey,
especially when the Oscars also like snubbed so many famous like black actors, and then like gave this like an Oscar. It's like, do they understand like anything at all? Like I don't know.
Joey, I'm happy you won an Oscar, but I'm sad that you had to win an Oscar for this shit. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Hopefully, maybe this can open doors for him in some way for like doing more acting shit, for better shit in the future.
Yeah, he was on. I think he was on the He was on the Wu-Tang bio.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. Yeah.
He was on that, and apparently he was really good. I didn't watch it, but apparently he was really good on that. So, Joey, you be getting your little acting bag. You didn't do that great on this one, but hopefully in the future,
Joey is definitely good at low key getting into other ventures. Like he like writes for a lot of people. Yeah, he wrote Rockstar. So
Rockstar. Oh yeah, post
shit.
Yeah, I remember that. So yeah, damn, that's crazy.
Joey definitely is good at. And I just think it's also, like, kind of weird in terms of it being Joey, just because his whole last album was so, like, political and like, impactful for coming out after Trump. Like, so it's just, like, for him to be able to, like, show such a message in such a good way in his music and then, like, be in a movie that, like, tried to do the same thing but did so much worse, it's just kind of weird.
Yeah, it was just weird. And this thing, when media comes out like this, I just don't understand, like, everybody okayed this, like nobody.
Well, you saw KD, like Mike Conley.
My thing is, how do you
literally
read this script?
Put their money into this.
How does Joey Badass read this script and say, "Okay, let's do it"? Is what I'm asking.
He's getting paid to do it, though. The rest of these people are
no, fuck the payment. Joey Badass read this script and said, "Okay, I'll act in that."
Well, yeah, obviously they all agree with the message. It's even like, to me, it's even worse from like KD and Mike Conley's perspective, because they read the script and decided, like, I want to get my money in on making that.
Like, it is what it is.
I never respected the Oscars. We lost respect for the Grammys. It's just like, who cares about award shows? That's what I'm saying.
If this what they giving out awards for, I can get an EGOT. I said that I can become an EGOT. EGOT is Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. I can get all four of them bitches. If this is what's passing,
nah, fuck that. If that's passing, then the A&R podcast is getting a Pulitzer.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
When do they? Can I speak English? No, I can't. You already know they doing podcast awards at some point. I think iHeart has their own podcast awards, but that's rigged. They only give it to iHeart people. Of course. I think like Grammys and shit are going to start recognizing podcasts at some point. So we gonna get one of them bitches for sure.
Hey, if we get a Grammy for a podcast, no matter what our studio looking like, then we putting that bitch right here. Y'all finna see that every time you watch a video.
And at the same time, I don't give a fuck about a Grammy. I would drink anything out of a Grammy. I don't care.
I pull a Kanye damn near.
Yeah, dead ass. But off of Joey Badass, I think we're about to switch gears.
Yeah.
Off of Joey Badass, but staying on Netflix, we're getting into Yasuke, which is a new anime that Netflix is putting out, a new Netflix original based around Yasuke, who was a black samurai.
Yeah.
The first black samurai in Japan during, I want to say, the 1500s, like the 1600s. He's getting
such
played
a hard
by
premise,
Lakeith,
like,
right?
Yeah, Lakeith.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The thing is like, we just got on this whole Netflix rant, and it's like, Netflix just showed us that they can't like make something with an effective message.
Oh yeah.
And when it comes to anime, like, they fuck up every live action they make. We talked about this earlier. Like, some of their originals, like Baki, like, it's not.
Yeah, you hate on Baki, but I think Baki's pretty great.
I mean,
it's not the Baki
conversation. It's not that good.
I understand what you're saying, though.
I'm saying, can we trust Netflix to
put
make something like
content?
this and make it good? Like, you would think with Lakeith, like, in this premise sounds fire, that this would be good, but you would maybe think if you heard the premise for that shit was
it's also based off of real. It's also based off of real person, real events. Yeah. So I feel like they already have the story set. They can't just. I mean,
I really hope it's good. Honestly,
I feel like.
But I don't expect it to be. Honestly,
if Netflix fumble this bag, it's gonna be so bad for they whole look.
The thing is it doesn't seem like they care. Like,
how can they not?
Wasn't Death Note like the first live action they put out, and that shit was ass, and they kept going and kept going.
But I'm saying, if Netflix fumbles this bag, the Yasuke bag, it's looking scary for Netflix, because if they fumble this, but Amazon Prime is putting out fucking what they got, Invincible. Oh my god, they fumble this, but Amazon Prime put out Invincible, but Disney is putting out WandaVision. Stop. Netflix is shaking in their boots if they fumble this. Trust me, they are.
I don't think they are. The thing is Netflix has got such a hold on everything already.
We were just talking about what original content people watch from Netflix.
For me and you, but overall, Netflix, this, unfortunately, this anime is not the difference in Netflix changing that much of a user base, bro.
Oh,
there's no
of
chance.
course, but I'm saying that it's gonna be a bad look for them if they fumble this.
Yeah.
Netflix,
but they've been getting bad looks for a minute now.
If Netflix had a hypothetical like approval rating, you know, let's say right now it's like 70%. If they fumble this, it's gonna go down to like 59.
Yeah, well, it's just I feel like Netflix has just been getting worse over the years, and watching that before we did this and talked about this just kind of like drained any faith I have in them. I feel like I have faith in Lakeith.
Yes,
I have faith in this concept.
Yes,
but I have no faith in.
Hopefully, Netflix doesn't have that much to do with this as much as they're just showing it. You know?
Do we know? Are any other studios helping them make it? Or is it just Netflix?
I'm about to look it up in a second. But hopefully Netflix doesn't actually have anything to do with this production, and they're just like putting it out on their platform. That's the best case scenario.
Literally, like Aniplex made it and just gave it to them or something.
So this should actually come out tomorrow.
Yeah,
bruh,
it drops tomorrow.
Mappa is doing an animation.
That's bro. If this shit ain't cold, bro. Oh my god, bro. And it's Netflix. So I'm assuming they're dropping the whole season tomorrow.
I'm not sure. It's only 6 episodes though, so I feel like
what?
It's 6.
Maybe they're just dropping 6 tomorrow and they're dropping more later. Or
I doubt it. I feel like they're just giving us a 6-piece and then that's gonna be it.
That's gonna be the whole thing, the whole show.
I mean, does Netflix even do like periodic drops? Have they done that for a show?
Yeah, all their most of their originals that do well, like Stranger Things, Outer Banks, they do shit like that.
Stranger Things come out once at a time?
Oh no, not like you're saying one episode at a time. I thought you were saying like, I feel like they have, not for anything I've watched though.
Okay, so I feel like they just gonna drop a 6-piece on us tomorrow, and that's gonna be what it is.
But you don't think there will be like anything else besides for this 6-piece?
Nah, I doubt it. Music by Flying Lotus. That's also exciting. Wow.
This has to be good. Now I'm back in. As you keep reading it to me, it's like, how can this be terrible?
Bruh.
There's no way this can be bad.
Yeah, so Mappa is a studio. Netflix is just the licensing. So this might be turned.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right, so basically what happens is, just to give you a quick plot synopsis, it says, in an alternate reality, 16th century feudal Japan, reimagined with magic and advanced technology, a warrior named Yasuke witnessed the fall of Oda Nobunaga, which is a real person, by the way, in battle against the army of the warlord of Yami no Daimyo at Honnoji. So basically, he watched his leader die. It says 20 years later, Yasuke puts his storied past as a legendary ronin known as the Black Samurai behind him, and retires as a boatman named Yasan in a remote village. He encounters a singer at a local bar named Ichika and his daughter Saki, and a sick girl with mysterious powers. After that, they go on an adventure and blah 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 blah. He protects the child and etc. etc. So I think this is gonna be pretty turned. Yeah. I wonder how they're gonna pace it. Would it only be in 6 episodes? But we'll see. Yeah. I'm really excited for this.
Yeah. I hope, my max hope is that it's a really good show, and that when we do the year-end fights, there's at least one fight from this, one scene from this. I really hope that, I don't know, especially with the state of anime right now, it's we're really just kind of chilling with My Hero is the one coming out every week. It's we could use some heat to drop right now for sure.
So this is in dub. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have it in Japanese also, but it's gonna be in dub.
But for Lakeith, you gotta listen to the dub just for Lakeith.
Oh, of course.
And it's only 6, so you can definitely probably do both.
I was about to say, with them having because I don't know how much voice acting experience Lakeith has, but seeing as how he's a great regular actor, I'm pretty sure he can smoke the voice acting. Yeah, but outside of him, how do you think the voice acting is gonna be with it being dubbed?
I mean, I don't hate dub the way you hate dub, so
I don't necessarily hate dub. I just feel like there's a big difference.
Unless, for me personally, basically, if I have the option to watch dub, I'm gonna watch dub. But if I don't have the option, I'm gonna watch sub. And I mean, this being Netflix and having Lakeith, I feel like the dub might actually even be better than the sub, just because it seems like they're obviously putting more money into the dub than they are the sub. Right. Just off Lakeith, I don't know. If Lakeith gives a really great performance, even if the other characters aren't that good, I still think it'll be really good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Just because one, this is based off a true story. Number two, they got Lakeith, somebody who's an actor who understands how to act. So I feel like the character Yasuke is gonna be done pretty well. Then outside of that, they got Flying Lotus on the music. They got Mappa. Like, I feel like this is a good mix. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty confident.
And the fact that Netflix, like you said, you looked up, Netflix wasn't the main like one making this.
Hopefully they follow kind of like the real history of this guy. I want it to be like, I want it to be kind of a biopic, but like with extra shit. No, I'm saying like I hope they follow his actual story, but they just have it like add the magic and shit.
Yeah, dramatize.
Right. So I hope they don't completely like,
I mean, pretty much anything that's based on a true story ends up being mostly cap anyway.
Really?
I mean, so? Yeah.
Based is like a loose word.
Yeah. Based on a true story means like they heard the elements of the story and decide to make a movie.
Yeah.
So that's literally the premise is basically all that really like needs to be followed to be based on. So
yeah, I don't know how they plan to do it, like moving on as in like season 2, et cetera, but we'll see how it is, how the reception is. I feel like that'll play a big part. Yeah.
Well, like you said, like we're kind of talking about like Netflix public opinion more than Netflix like and my success thing is, because their user base isn't really going to change either way. But like you said, like if they mess this up with this many people working on it, people are definitely going to be on Netflix head.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially the anime community.
Yeah. Speaking of the anime community, staying on anime, we get into My Hero. Yeah. This last My Hero episode with Tokoyami.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Tokoyami is one of the better characters in Class A, I'd
That's
say.
True. And he needs way more screen time. Which is crazy because I say that, but now I'm kind of mad that he's getting it during this time because I don't want to see it right now. I want to see it at a different time.
Well, yeah, one of the main things we talked about last episode, of our pod, is how long are they going to take on these fights? And Tokoyami's fight didn't finish this episode. So if characters like him are getting multiple episodes, it's just like how long is this arc going to be? And like I talked to you about earlier, it's like the last arc of last season wasn't based around action.
Right.
So it's like it's literally going to be a full season since there was meaningful action in the show. Which is, to me, that's a bad look.
Unacceptable.
That's a bad look. That just pacing-wise, like, we're getting 40, 50 episodes in a row, like, without meaningful action.
It's a kid show, bro.
Damn near. It is really watered down.
Yeah, it is a kid show. Right now it is, at least.
But I was happy to see Tokoyami and Hawks because, like, during that whole work study, they weren't showing him, and, like, we knew Hawks was about to be the number 2 hero, so it's like, why are they not showing us that? So, like, getting to go back and, like, see their moments and, like, see Hawks teaching him shit, that was pretty hard.
Hawks damn near didn't even teach him shit. Hawks was just being an asshole and Tokoyami figured it out on himself.
Yeah.
Hawks was, like, flying around to each, like,
he was trying to make him, like, catch him.
Each crime scene, Hawks is, like, flying around. He got his little sidekicks chasing him. He's like, all right, well, I'm going to the next one, so y'all can
his main thing
and I'm going.
Was he wanted to teach Tokoyami how to fly because he felt like he was like, how are you like a bird and you don't know how to fly? And so that was the main thing that he taught him.
I think that's funny.
He taught him how to use Dark Shadow to fly, which is, I mean, that's pretty hard for real.
Is it? It is. It is that he's using it to fly, but this is my thing. I feel like if I got a quirk, this is some shit I would figure out day 2.
Dark Shadow is just...
Okay, I'm a bird, right? And I got something that can go anywhere. 1 + 1 = 2. Let's go. You
Literally.
know? Just like Deku. Okay, I'm strong. I can punch shit and fuck shit up. Okay, let's kick. You know? Like...
Yeah. This
duh.
Is true.
I don't know.
This is true.
I don't know.
This is definitely true.
But they gonna wait to give them those power-ups until, what? Season... What season is this? 5?
5, yeah. It is season
during a
5.
mid-training arc? Like, come on, bro.
This is what I'm saying. Like, that's why I said, like, we need Yasuke to be really good because, like, this being the big anime
JJK
coming
off
out
right
every
now.
week, like...
Demon Slayer off right now.
Yeah, AOT off. Like, we need, like, some shit to drop. And the thing is My Hero can be good, but, like, arcs like this are what show me, like, this can never be, like, the main leading shonen.
No,
like,
fuck no.
Because, like, no other shonen would have this long without any meaningful action. There's no other one that would do this. I can't think of a single one. Like,
maybe some weak ass shit like Dr. Stone or like
not even Dr. Stone is the thing. And bruh, you gotta stop coming on here and capping on that show every episode.
I'm gonna lay on Dr. Stone. I've been watching a lot of shit recently, and I feel like in a couple episodes I'm gonna come on here and talk about like some sleepers I've been watching, but outside of like the mains like Jujutsu Kaisen and Attack on Titan, Whoop's already on. Those are already gone. My Hero is kind of like just floating.
Hopefully, Mob comes back here in a month or two.
Yep.
It's just
what else we got this year?
Hopefully, Super.
Maybe
they're never gonna announce it. So
I think Konosuba is coming back this year. We got
Bleach. The final season of Bleach Uncut is gonna be this year.
We got Reincarnated as a Slime this year. Shout out to the GOAT Rimuru.
I still gotta watch.
We getting One Piece this year. Obviously, that's never gonna stop. So I mean,
just
overall,
that's never gonna stop.
Yeah, I feel like just overall, I feel like. I don't know, man. I feel like
Dragon Ball not announcing anything still is just starting to hurt my feelings.
Coming into the summer, the anime lineup is looking kind of meager.
For me, that's good because I got so many classics I gotta catch up to. That'll help me. But
yeah, you gotta get your hours up.
I need Dragon Ball to announce something. It's just so painful. Like seeing My Hero be the biggest shonen out. It's just like,
ew.
They're missing on money opportunities. Like, there's nothing out right now. Dragon Ball is going to make money regardless, but if they came out, like, this summer, like, they would be really eaten. Like, there's no comp.
Yeah.
There's no comp. Everything Dragon Ball did would be, like, the talking point in the anime community.
Honestly, I feel like I'm kind of capping on Tokyo Revengers, too. I know anybody...
I keep hearing about
anybody that watches anime that's listening to this right now is probably screaming at the TV. Tokyo Revengers. Yeah, I'm about 2 episodes into Tokyo Revengers, and it's pretty cool so far. But I mean, like I said, it's only a couple episodes in. We see how it really get. When you get mid-season, I keep y'all updated on that. But we see how it is.
Basically, yeah. I mean, basically with My Hero, it's just kind of like, how long are we gonna train? How long are we not gonna see a villain? Like, how long are we just gonna keep doing the same stuff? And we were guessing earlier, thinking about. Which characters, how many episodes they're going to get. And it's looking like this could go 15 episodes deep this arc.
That's what I said, bro. That's what I said. They give us at least 15 of this, which is
the nuts. Thing is like, the problem too is like, this hasn't been terrible. Like, I don't want to act like this is unwatchable, but like, the Todoroki and Bakugo like sections will probably be pretty good. But besides that, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like every Saturday I'm like, oh, My Hero's out, I'm going to watch it. But I'm never like lit to watch it. Like, I just want to move on with the story already.
Yeah, honestly, if that shit out, we're going to come here and stop talking about it. Like,
literally. We've talked about every episode thus far.
If this shit is still mild, after a minute, we just going to stop talking about it and
literally
jump back on it when something actually fucking happens,
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I agree.
With that being said,
Deku's still a pussy. Just have to put that out there. I think this is the first episode we didn't say it, so Deku got no screen time. He's still a pussy. So that's clarified.
He can't fight.
We did talk about Momo hella last episode, and then she was hella in this episode. So we had the foresight with that one.
Oh God, you already know what we do. If I don't got shit else, I got the vision. I've been saying that. That's facts. But yeah, moving on off of My Hero, I think we're about to get into Logan Paul and Mayweather.
So the thing that's so nuts about this to me is like, isn't Jake Paul the one that's been actually fighting?
Yeah, Jake Paul has been more active, but Logan Paul is also a boxer. He fought KSI a couple times, I think.
So he's never even fought anyone remotely serious. Have either of them, I guess, though? Not really.
I mean, yes and no.
I know, like, the reason why I've never been like a Floyd stan is like every time I watch Floyd, it's never like a knockout. He's always a super technical fighter, which to me, I just want to see somebody get fucked up. If Floyd don't knock out Logan, bro,
he might not knock out. He might not knock out Logan, which is crazy because
if he tries to play this shit strategic, I'm just gonna be like, bro, like.
I don't think he's.
This man is a former YouTuber every day, bro, dude. Like this, like there is no way that you can. You're one of the best, like of all time. Like Floyd is one of the best of all time.
Listen, what I'm saying.
Fighting a random.
Even though Logan Paul is, not necessarily a boxer, that's still a big dude. He like 6'4", 2 something. Mm-hmm. And he not fat. He
I understand, but
and with that being said, Floyd is what 5'9", 150 maybe.
Yeah.
And Floyd has a lot of hand injuries too, so I don't think Floyd didn't hit that hard already. But his hands is fucked up. That's not good for a boxer. Now, with all this being said, Floyd is still gonna win. Obviously, Floyd is not dumb enough. Floyd 100% said, "I'm not taking this fight unless y'all guarantee me I'm gonna win. Yeah. This fight is 100% rigged. There's no way Floyd is losing that undefeated streak to this guy. There's no way he was even taking this fight without them saying, okay, this is what it's gonna be. This is basically a fight for a check.
Yeah.
You know, obviously a fight for a check, and it's working because everybody's gonna watch.
Yeah,
it.
everyone's gonna watch it. They're both smart in terms of making money.
Right.
Logan Paul, that's all both the Paul brothers want to do is get attention, so
But
they
that's
can
what I'm
make
saying.
money.
If I'm Logan Paul and you're asking me to go fight the biggest prize fighter of all time, who's also smaller than me, probably won't hurt me that much, also get the biggest check of my lifetime, yes.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Yes.
No, this is a yes from both sides, but I'm just saying,
Right.
Floyd has to win this.
Yeah, he will.
I can't even imagine, like,
He will.
if Logan Paul somehow won.
And if Floyd lose, FanDuel is gonna make so much money, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're gonna be.
I was damn near about to say I'm a load house on Floyd. Like,
Oh my!
I haven't
God.
gambled in a while, but I
I
might
wonder
have
what's
to
the-
put
I
a
wonder what's the
hundo
odds on
minimum.
that. The Floyd odds got to be dumb high. They got to.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe.
The thing is
maybe
I
this
almost
is the play. Maybe this is the play. Maybe Floyd bet against himself, right?
Wow.
They say, okay, look, we gonna have Floyd versus this guy, right? Floyd, you gonna fight? Put all your money on this other guy, and then y'all fight. Boom, you lose, and now you done came up 800
Rigged the
million.
fight.
Right? Oh God!
Literally
he
rigged the
put
fight.
he put like 20 million on like Logan Paul. Rigged the fight. The odds is crazy. He made like 800 million off 20 million. Some shit like that.
Yeah, but that would like
That's a
end
play.
his boxing career. He'd be like
His
not
boxing career
allowed
already
to be
done.
in
Yeah,
like
he
the
retired.
Hall of Fame and shit. Like
You think they not rigging? Okay, this I know you don't know about boxing.
they
Let me
will
tell you
rig
about
it.
boxing. Boxing is already rigged,
Yes,
fella.
yes.
The boxing judges are already getting
I
paid
know,
off. Boxing been corrupt.
Most
so-
rigged fight I've ever seen was that fucking Tyson fight. That shit was
What are you talking about?
that last Tyson fight.
You talking about Tyson Roy?
Yeah.
Bruh, don't even bring that up. That wasn't a real fight. Number one, that was an exhibition. And number
Well, first
two,
of all,
they
Tyson
wasn't
whooped
about
his
to-
ass the whole time, and then they called it a draw. Like,
It was supposed to
okay.
be a draw. They wasn't about to knock each other out. They wasn't about to get up
But
there and.
literally, the odds in the third round, like Tyson was so far ahead because he was cooking his ass, and then they were like, draw. Like, come on, bro. Like, can we at
Draw.
least act like this shit is like even remotely real?
I mean, you
Fights
know
like
what it
this,
is.
these are celebrity fights at this point.
Well, yeah, that's
Like
exactly what
Floyd
it is.
Mayweather is fighting more as a celebrity at this point than a fighter. Because Logan Paul, like,
Bruh, these fights are sponsored by Triller, bruh.
yeah. Oh my God, that was
They
the
have
thing too.
concerts at the
Please,
fights. Like these. This
I
is,
know
this
Triller
is a
would.
spectacle. This is not a real.
Triller
this is
would
not a
never
real fight. This is a
listen to
spectacle.
us, but please, Triller, don't fucking put hours of random artists doing songs before the fights. Please. Do you remember that last time?
No, they are.
They had Wiz come do like a full concert, like YG do a full concert, like
Wow.
bro, like we
Damn.
don't need it, like.
Got the whole YG set, then the whole Wiz set, then they gave French a whole set, like the other
come
fight.
on. We're
think
literally
Sweetie
just
and
getting
Doja Cat
C tier
performed,
rappers, like.
Sweetie and Doja Cat performed too. Now, honestly, I would watch them, but it is what it is. If y'all don't let them perform, go ahead. I need to see Mulatto perform.
When is this
my
fight
God.
actually?
This fight is June 6th, so it's actually coming up in
I'll
about
be hype.
in about a month and a half. I want to say.
Yeah, Floyd got to
how
get
much
this
do you
dub
think?
though.
How much do you think they're gonna make off of this fight?
Hella.
How much do you think?
Stupid amounts, millions each. For
Oh,
sure.
obviously, but I'm saying,
I don't know.
Give me an over under.
I have no idea what like the normal like range is. So
So I think they said for the Conor fight, Floyd got 50 mil.
damn, he's not gonna get as much as the Conor fight because that was no, that wasn't really a real fight because Conor's not a boxer. But like at the same time, like that was way hype different. Like Conor was talking so much shit.
Conor was also the biggest MMA fighter on the planet.
Yeah,
at
so
that
that this isn't gonna make as much money as that. I say 25. I'd say, but I'd
25
take the
man?
over personally.
point. Yeah, I say 10. Take the over.
Yeah,
10 just off the fight. Keep in mind they got endorsements and blah blah
yeah,
blah.
of course.
Yeah, so they both finna eat off this regardless. My dream is just be like a nigga that go into the ring and take a L every trip and still collect 10 mil every trip.
Well, yeah, if the pod gets big enough, you can just start calling out random YouTubers. and
Of course.
there we go.
Of course.
A Lee will be about the boxing.
I'm finna call out who? Zeus? Who else?
You gotta call out Dashy off rip.
Dashy? Yeah, who else? Fucking Cash Nasty? Oh,
Literally.
Yeah.
The thing is Cash Nasty got such an ego. He damn near, he'd definitely be ready to fight.
Hey, that'll go up.
He just keep like posting videos of him benching, like adding you, like
Oh God.
at Big Glacier,
Oh, God.
like you're not ready for
Oh
this.
God,
like,
I'm ready for you. I'm
like,
ready.
okay,
Oh God, I'm in the gym. I'm in the gym. Fuck boy, me LeBron.
literally. Like,
Yeah, he's smack as fuck.
We gonna be. That's the thing is like the instant we get some clout, we're using that shit for chaos. Like, I feel like we're not gonna be one of them people that like get clout and like you never hear from again. Like we gonna get clout and like
if y'all let
talk
me get
that
rich,
shit,
man. If y'all let me get rich or let me get famous, I'm gonna
if
do whatever
you let
the fuck
us
I want.
have a platform, like
I'm literally gonna do whatever I want, and I'm dead ass serious because the internet doesn't exist to me. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Y'all can kill me on internet all I want. This is what I'm gonna do. I swear, and I won't think about it again. I swear on everything I love. I'm for real. All right, y'all think I'm playing? Watch me get famous. I'm gonna be in this bitch wilding.
If y'all give us a platform, I always said if I got a platform for any reason, like I'm using it to slander Eminem. So,
oh my god!
So if we get a platform,
Eminem today, bro.
If we get a platform, you damn near might have to box Eminem, Loki. He's gonna be 60 by that point.
The shit out of Eminem.
The thing is that if you did that, that would be the greatest day of my life. Seeing you whoop Eminem's ass, I would be, bro. I'd be in the stands on a different level, bro.
If we saw, see, this is the thing. People talk about what they do to celebrities and shit like that, blah blah blah. If we saw Eminem in public, I would walk past him like I didn't even know who the fuck he was.
I would damn near talk shit.
I would walk past Eminem like I didn't know who he was. I swear.
You ain't made a good album in 20 years.
Oh God. You fucking. Oh God. I throw a tomato at that nigga like a fucking cartoon.
Listen.
Oh God.
Imagine
Kamikaze was trash. Fuck.
Literally. Revival.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
Bro, no, yeah. Eminem
Somebody was trying to tell me that
bro.
Eminem is one of the most influential artists of like the last couple decades because he has offspring, as in G-Eazy, Kendrick, not Kendrick, G-Eazy. What's the other guy's name? Logic and MGK. Who else? Hobson.
Whole lot of trash.
Mookish.
Whole lot of F-tier rappers.
Yeah,
like.
a whole lot of randoms. They was telling me that. Yeah.
Notice the color.
That, and I'm like, nobody listens to them. Like,
notice the color of most of those rappers' skin too. No wonder Eminem influenced them. Like,
nobody want to hear that.
Shocker. Like,
yeah, nobody wants.
Mac is the best white rapper of all time, and I have no ounce of remorse for saying that.
By a couple.
This is what we started the pod talking about. Being a good technical rapper doesn't always translate to making good music.
Correct.
And Eminem for the last 20 years has not been able to make good music. So
and just being a big rapper doesn't necessarily mean you have a lot of influence. Because to be honest, most of the people that have true influence don't like they go unnoticed. Like Sosa influenced everybody, but if you think about Sosa on the scale of huge rappers, he's not that big at all.
Yeah.
It is what it is. That's what true influence is. I think one of the only rappers that's really like, well, okay, I want to say two. The only two rappers that I really know that are actually huge that like influence a lot of people are Wayne and Ye.
Yeah.
Outside of them, like huge rappers, I mean Pac, obviously Biggie, but they dead, so that don't count. I just thought
I'm thinking, right, we're closing down the pod. I'm thinking of shit I want to say, right?
Right.
And I remember a phone call that we had, a FaceTime we had about a month ago, where I was at my dad's, and you promised him that the next pod, it's been 2 or 3 pods, we would talk about this. We got to talk about the golf shit, bro.
So my thing was, I called him one day, and he was talking about how he was at his dad's house, and they was watching golf and blah, blah, blah.
Not my choice.
I told him straight up, if I took 2 years out of my life and grinded golf, I could win a Masters dead ass serious. I'm for real.
The thing is I know you're serious, but there's no way, bro.
Bruh, if I took 2 years out of my life and grinded golf, I'm talking about grinded.
Okay.
What's your definition of grind? I'm thinking if I play golf every day like a job 9 to 5, if I play golf 8, 9, 10 hours a day, yes, I can.
I don't think so, bro.
Just like how if I played Call of Duty if I played Call of Duty for 10 hours a day for 2 years, I could be scum. I could be a esports legend.
I see what you're saying because golf is not as much about natural talent. It's like
none of that.
Yeah. So I see what you're saying by that, and that's true. And golf is also the worst sport to watch of any sport. That's another thing I have to
barely
say.
above baseball, but yeah.
So no, I'd say it's below baseball. I'd say baseball is damn near better than fucking golf. But anyways, there's just no way, bro. Only like 100 people go to the Masters, and like you gotta think of like there's thousands and thousands and thousands of even professionals, and there's thousands of people who can't even like comp the professionals. Like there is no chance in 2 years you can make the Masters. Like my dad said to you, I think it would be more realistic to say in 2 years you could maybe make a pro tournament. Like making them. That's like saying in 2 years you can make the finals. Like you're saying you could in 2 years do the most highest thing in the sport.
No,
like
completely different. And we talked about why basketball and other sports are different than golf. We talked about boxing.
I understand, but I'm just saying in terms of you're saying you could in 2 years get to the highest of high tiers in the sport.
In golf?
There's no way.
In golf, yeah.
No, bro.
Maybe not another sport. But
there's
in golf,
no
yes.
chance.
In golf, yes. If I took 2 years and grinding golf, I'm talking about from sun up to sundown, play golf, right?
Yeah.
And I'm really focusing playing golf, like I'm really in this golf shit, really doing this shit, like how Schoolboy Q really do his golf shit.
Yeah.
Yes, I could win me a
But
fucking
the thing
Masters.
is, Schoolboy Q, all he does is golf every day, and he still couldn't even come close to comping anybody.
So what if I'm more talented than Schoolboy Q? What if I'm a natural talent at golf? Then what?
I don't know. We just kind of said there's no natural talent for golf. Like,
so Tiger Woods is naturally talented at golf?
I mean, yeah, you're right. I guess to an extent, but like, have you seen his son?
No.
His son
What's
is like,
his name? Lion?
No.
Liger?
His son is like
Cheetah?
11.
Yeah, I'm corny.
And he was like already doing tournaments, and like he was like going nuts.
You know what I'm saying? So if an 11-year-old can pull up and bust y'all ass, of course I can. Of course I can.
But that's Tiger Woods' son, dog.
So you
like,
think golf skills are genetic? Like,
no,
come on.
But if you grew up with the best golfer of all time as your dad, you're not going to be complete ass. Like,
what are you talking about?
There's
Michael
no
Jordan
way.
has 2 sons that never even touched it.
Yeah, that's true.
So what are you talking about?
That's true. But obviously, Tiger Woods wasn't letting that happen. Obviously, if his son is that good,
golf is easier so that you can teach a young kid how to learn golf easier, right? So if you have a golf instructor that's Tiger Woods, right? You spend a couple years learning from him, and you can already be a god. Hence, this 11-year-old being crazy.
Know. Let's see. Look up what is the average like amount time that people play before they get to the Masters. Look that up real quick.
There's no way we could possibly quantify that.
There definitely probably is. You can probably look that up.
I feel like most people that play golf professionally have probably played since they were teens, right? Or at least a little bit before that.
No, I'm saying how long they played professionally before they got to. No, they don't start that young. Most of the time they're after college.
No, you out of your mind.
I'm not out of my mind.
I feel like most people that play golf, and I'm not really that into the golf like world, but I feel like I know a little bit. People that play golf that are like serious about golf, like I know.
I'm not saying
a lot of Miami kids have been playing golf since they was, you know.
But I'm saying professionally, they haven't been playing professionally since they were a kid. They were
right.
But
I'm saying like they've been leading up to that. Right?
Yeah.
But just because you play professionally, don't mean you're gonna get to the Masters.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. There are people who golf their whole life and can't ever touch the Masters. So it's like,
what if they just mile?
You're smoking crack on that one, bro.
What if they just mile?
But have you ever played golf before?
Yes.
Like nine
at Top Golf.
Dog.
I'm for real.
Do you understand that's not golf, right?
Wait. So hitting the ball with a golf club is not golf?
Top golf is not like golf, bro.
So hitting a golf ball with a golf club is not golf, is what you're telling me?
Top golf is not golf, no.
Okay.
It's not.
So hitting the ball.
That's again, like a driving
I'm going to repeat
range.
this one more time.
Yes.
Hitting a golf ball with a golf club is not golf by your definition.
Top golf is not golf, no. It's not.
Then what is it?
No one in the whole world would ever say
tennis,
top
right?
golf is golf. Top golf is like an arcade game. That'd be like saying like you like the little hoops at Dave and Buster's are playing basketball. Like
that is
no.
I'm not gonna say I played a whole basketball game. I'm not. Gonna say,
that's completely different.
Right, but
so I'm telling you,
if you play a basketball game and then somebody asks you, "Have you shot a basketball?" You can say, "Yeah."
I'm telling you, if that playing top golf is not even, it's nothing. It's not even comparable to playing normal golf. It's not even comparable.
Well, what do you do besides swing and hit?
So you swing and hit. Obviously.
Well, you putt, but like
you
can putt at top golf if you want. But
a normal golf course is about getting to the hole in a certain number of swings. Obviously, you have to use certain fucking clubs at certain distances and shit like that.
Right.
And obviously the courses are curved and have obstacles and shit. So it's not like top golf. You're just trying to hit it as far as you can.
Right.
Which is. Cam used to try to play top golf in real life and fucking hit people because he would just be trying to fucking swing shit and fucking hit to other holes and shit.
Oh my god, trying to hit the truck going by and shit.
But yeah, nah. This summer, me and you are for sure gonna go like play golf, like actual golf.
Now, this the thing. What you gonna be trying to say is right. So when I go out there and I'm trash, like my first time,
it's your very first time, so you're obviously not gonna be.
You gonna try to be like, see, look.
I'm gonna be ass. I'm not good.
I'm saying, bro, give Give me some time to really grind golf, and at the end of that, I could be a god. Yes, I could. I really believe that. In golf, yes. Now, if you talking about another sport, if you talking about, let's say, gymnastics, no. Basketball, no. Football, no. Boxing, no. Shit that take actual athleticism, no, because there's a wall, there's a barrier there. I could be. What the fuck was that?
What,
bro? Something just fell, bro. Wait,
Bruh.
I wonder if the camera caught that. Bro, I don't know what it was.
The thing is nothing from the wall has fallen.
Bro, it was behind you. Like Bakakashi. Oh, yeah. It's poltergeist in this bitch?
Bruh. You know what? We had enough interruptions, bro. Yeah. Fucking give me your outro, bro. I'm out of here, cuz. I'm out of here, bro.
Alright, bro. We see y'all. Fuck. Oh, my God.
Bro, I gotta see it. What the fuck fell, bro? I'm gonna go right to the end, cuz.